Let's build brand new Cato Sicarius, shall we? Hello my friends, my name is Max and today we're going to build this really nice Ultramarines miniature of Cato Sicarius. This mini is incredibly cool and let's see how it looks when assembled. We are going to start as always with the torso. In this case actually we start with his left leg made from bits 2 and 3. These are the parts of his left leg. They should be combined together like this, and let's glue them together. And that is my left leg. It should be attached to the torso and the right leg, bit number 1. And this is my part 1. Let's see how it should be sitting with this particular part. It should be like this, and let's try to glue it. And that is my miniature so far. Now we need to add this front part of his torso, bit 4. This is a very elaborate bit 4. Should be sitting here. Let's glue it. And that is our torso so far. And next they want us to add the back part of the torso, bit 5. Which also has a really cool sword and a bolt pistol. These two bits should be combined like this, and let's try to make it happen. Here we go. This is our Cato so far. We have done all this, and next we are supposed to assemble his right arm with his helmets. First, we need to combine bits 6 and 7. It took me a while to figure out the position of this one. It seems like that it should be here, like this. I'm still not entirely sure. This is diabolically complex. This thing goes here. And the thing is that it does not have a good angle here, like a specified angle. I think it should be like this. Okay, let me try to do just that. This is how it looks. Next we need to add bit 10. And bit 10 is supposed to be sitting here like this. This is part of his helmet. So it should be assembled like this. I think it should be sitting along these lines, but I'm not entirely sure. These things are really small. Next, we are supposed to move this somehow here. I think it should be done along these lines. Yet again, really hard to say, because the shape is so peculiar. Cannot figure out stuff now. Think I should glue it here, kinda here, here. And a little bit here. Here we go. This is how it sits so far. Ooh, and we were supposed to add this bit first. Number 9. This is my bit 9. Wow, okay. Yeah, I have to remove this one. I have to place bit number 9. That should be sitting here, roughly like this. And only after that I place the second one. Wow, this is a disaster, my friends. This is a disaster. Okay, let's try to make it happen. Alright, it's here, and now let's try to add this part that we just added before. I think it should be here. Wow. Alright. That looks complex. That looks very, very, very complex. Anyways, this is my state. So this bit 9 was supposed to go first, and this bit that we have built here was supposed to go second. Anyways, we've done this. Now we need to add bit number 8 to fix this in place, hopefully. This is my bit number 8. It also has a peculiar shape, and the second half of his helmet. This is how it should be sitting, roughly. Okay, let's try to make it happen. As you can see, my helmet is not particularly assembled. Wow, that looks complex. Okay, I'm gonna try to glue this one and see what happens. Alright, this is how it worked out for me. This helmet is clearly slightly deformed. No wonder it is built from 3 different bits. And yeah, it looks not ideal at all. Check this out. Yeah, this is one of the most complex miniatures of Ultramarines I have seen so far. Let's add the pauldron number 11 on his left shoulder. This is my pauldron 11. Let's refit it. Should be sitting roughly here. That is my left pauldron in place. Looking good. And we seemingly are done with these instructions. So what is left is his head and the backpack. And of course, the base. Let's actually start with the base. We would need beats 13 and 14. These are my beats of the base. We're supposed to build them together. Like this. Here we go. This is our base. Okay, let's give it a bit of rest. Looks very nice. And let's add his head and his backpack. I opted to go with an angry head, beat 16. This is my head. Should be sitting like this. Go into glue it really carefully. This is our pal with the head. And let's add the backpack 12. My backpack looks absolutely fantastic. It says Sicarius. All sorts of Ultima symbols, and I'm gonna glue it. And that is my backpack. Looking quite nice. Okay, now it's time to drop him on the base. The base is supposed to have some sort of a looking thing. Should be like this. And he should be walking down. Should be along these lines. So let's try to make it happen. That is how he is standing on the base. And let's drop this base on a 40mm base. This is my 40mm base. And that is our miniature assembled, my friends. It took me roughly 50 minutes to build the spell. First of all, he has quite a lot of beats. And secondly, it was really hard to assemble the right side of his torso. I will give this miniature 5 service cows out of 5 for the sheer fun of building it. And I will give it 3 out of 5 for its ease of assembly. The way they want us to build this helmet is really diabolical, and people should be punished for inventing these kind of things. This whole setup is really bizarre. It does not make a lot of sense. It's really hard to make it work unless you know exactly what you are doing. And as you can see, this helmet does not look particularly great, even though I did my best to make it work. Other than that, this mini looks absolutely fantastic. I really like his base, very scenic tactical rook, Imperial Eagle. It has Sicarius on his flag. He looks absolutely fantastic. As a leader of an army, he is incredibly cool. I don't think he requires partial assembly because pretty much everything is accessible, seemingly, and he has a very open pose on his left side of the torso. And now let's take a look how he stands next to some other miniatures. Next to Marnius Calgar in Terminator armor, he looks of course a bit smaller, but still very, very substantial, and I really like the scenic bases these miniatures got. They look really cool. Next to a Victrix Guard that he is head of, he looks very, very, very neat, very nice, very ornate character, looking incredibly cool together. And of course, compared to a Terminator banner bearer, he looks even taller because of his tactical rogue. And I guess this is gonna be it for today, my friends. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of this new miniature of Cato Sicarius. Did you build him? Did you have any problems like I did with this helmet? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribe to the channel. This way you will get more content like this in the future, and I will get to build more minis. As always, check out the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.